Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Happy Friday. Welcome to your weekend reading. We are going to pull cards and pull a page from one of my favorite inspirational books called Heart Thoughts, A Treasure of Inner Wisdom by Louise Hay. And we're going to see what the energy is for this weekend and for the upcoming week. I'm going to start off with some charms. This is something new that I started doing maybe like 2 weeks ago. And it's been really fun to see what the universe brings to us from the charms. Okay, we have a key. A door is opening. Somebody is, and it looks like there's like maybe I'm just blind, but it's like a clover, like it's a lucky key. So somebody is unlocking a new opportunity. So maybe there's going to be a new opportunity coming to you, or you just took a big step. Oh my gosh, you guys, a second key. And this one has a heart on it. Yay, I love hearts. And as as I laid them down, they were both facing each other. So I'll show you how I just had them on the table. It's like they're twins. So this looks like it's going to be a twin flame reading. If you don't know what twin flames are, it is said that twin flames are very advanced human beings, or like advanced souls who come and incarnate on the planet to help raise the vibration when it's going through a hard time. So right now we're going through a hard time, and there are tons of twin flames coming together. They're abruptly leaving relationships. They're feeling the call to go find their other whole. I like to call it their other whole and not their other half. So a twin flame is essentially one soul. So you share the same consciousness, you share the same thought patterns, you tend to live a life very parallel and in line with each other. So you're one soul and you incarnate into two separate bodies, and you're here for a mission. You are here to help the planet. And a lot of times God and the universe puts you through a tough situation to challenge you, to help you really choose yourself and choose unconditional love for self. Because if you're one soul, right? If you're two keys, you're twins, you are one soul, you're like the yin yang, you come together. If you reject any part of yourself, you are rejecting your twin. So a lot of twin flames in the past were never together in certain lifetimes because they could never fully come into that true self-love. They couldn't let go of the karmic relationships. They didn't have the courage. They didn't have the strength to leave something that wasn't serving them. So then the other twin had to carry out their mission alone. And the universe will send, they say that there's different energies. So like if one twin doesn't wake up in this lifetime and they don't want to be with their, they don't want to look at themselves and love themselves and do the inner work, then the universe will send the other twin a partner to still enjoy life with, like a soulmate. But twin flames, this is the year of twin flames. And if you're new to this concept, Google it. It is so cool to read about it. Some people don't believe in it. Some people do. About 3 years ago, I heard the phrase and I felt my heart race. I was like, what? I was like, I feel like I'm that. I was like, I feel like I'm a twin. And I've spent the last 3 years searching for my twin. And I just know that he's out there, or she, whoever. It's just the soul, right? But it's like a soul resonance. So they say when you meet your twin, it's usually like divinely guided. And I've met a few people in the last 3 years where it seemed to be divinely guided. It's like they were brought into my life at right the perfect time, but they were all catalysts. They were all people that helped me grow to prepare me for my twin. And I just had this feeling that my twin would be like brought to me. Like I wouldn't have to go out searching. I wouldn't have to do dating apps. I wouldn't have to, I don't know. I just knew it was written in the stars that I just let go and released and surrendered and said, you know what, God, I know you'll bring me my person when I'm fully in my self-love, when I really, truly love what I'm doing. And a big part of me coming into that space was having to leave certain jobs and saying, no, like I fully don't love myself at this job. This drains me. It doesn't make me feel good. So me leaving that, me having to resolve family issues before my twin could enter my life. There were so many things that had to line up in order for that to happen. And the same thing for you. If you hear the phrase twin flame and you feel any resonance in your body, and I always say that if you're connected to me, you're a twin. If you are magnetically drawn to me, my channel, my Instagram, my energy, you are also a twin, and you're here for a big mission, and you know it. You've always felt like you were going to be famous, right? You always felt like you were here for something bigger. You always felt like you didn't fit in with your family. You always felt like you were going to be rich one day, and not even for the sake of being like, showy and famous that way, but just like you're somebody. That is your soul resonance, knowing that you showed up for a mission. And the mission could be one-on-one with people, helping them heal. It doesn't have to be like on a big scale, like you're a professional athlete or something. And actually, that's actually the reverse. You're going backwards in that way, because then it looks like your ego is just looking for that fame and that fortune, unless obviously you're using it for a good purpose and you're using your platform to share great messages. But if you resonate with me and my messages, and you resonate with the phrase twin flame, look it up, know that you might be a twin, and you might be drawn to me to work with me so that I can prepare you for your twin, because it is not an easy partnership. So what happens in the twin flame journey, we're just going to dive right in. That what happens is the twins meet, right? And they're like, whoa, it's like magnetic. It's like, who are you? Where you've been my whole life? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like you're just the person I've always wanted in my life. And then for some twins, like, it's like a trigger. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough. They're so like, it's like you see your twin as like this god or goddess, and you're like, I can't live up to this. And then you're being called to do your own healing, because you need to learn that you are your twin. If you see them as a god or a goddess, then that means you are. And you have to learn to accept yourself and accept all your shadow and the parts of you that you have been rejecting your whole life. And sometimes it's simple as changing small patterns throughout the day, changing thought patterns, maybe really like connecting with people in a deep way, seeing life differently, and start to appreciate that you are this beautiful soul that came here for a mission. You're not meant to be quiet. You're not meant to be like curled up in your house, not doing anything. You're meant for more. And I don't mean more like on a stage public speaking. I just mean like showing up in your body, knowing that I'm here to serve. You wake up each day going, who needs me? Where can I be of service? And a lot of times what happens is you end up at a job that you don't like, and you're not feeling like you're that strong soul that's here to perform and be of service. And it kind of like kills your soul. But it's meant to be, because you're meant to experience that so that you move out of it. And once you don't resist it, and once you relax into it, which is what I had to do at my old job, I had to just surrender and say, okay, I see now why the universe brought me to this job, because I had to see my worth. I had to know that I'm worth more. I love myself than to, be doing something every day that I'm not truly loving doing. So the twin flame journey is twin flames meet. It's that soul recognition. You're like, oh my gosh, I've known you my whole life. And a lot of people get confused. They think certain people are their twins, and they're not. Like I said, I had 3 people who I thought were my twin, and they were not. So the universe will bring you people that are very similar to you. They think like you. They have habits like you have. It's like you're like triggered, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my person. And then it ends up not being your person, but they're there to help you. They're there to help you see how awesome you are and to help you heal. And then all of a sudden you are prepared for your real twin to show up, and for you guys to be in like sacred union in harmony for the rest of your life, because we need that love. So essentially the mission right now is, the world is like crazy, right? With the virus and with everything that's happening, and the financial systems supposedly crumbling in a few years, and our way of life, we might be growing our own food in a couple years. We might not have access to certain things. They might take it away from us. And as humans, we have to pull together, and we need to work together to build a different world for us and for our kids. So twins are coming together all over the world. You see it, even in celebrities, you see it. Those twins that are just so magnetic, they're like kissing each other with their tongues out. They're twins. they are literally loving their self and their other half, or their other whole. It's like they just want to be in each other's bodies because they're the same soul. It's a very unique, interesting concept. Take what resonates. If this doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to believe it. Some people believe it, some people don't. But for some reason, my body believes it. My body feels it. I just know that it's out there, and I've seen it. And every reading I do, I get pulled into somebody saying, oh my gosh, I'm married and I just met this person and I don't know what to do. I feel like I've just never felt this way before. And a lot of people are leaving partnerships to go be with their twins because they feel the call. They feel this. And what happens also is once you meet your twin, there's like a destruction that happens in your life. You start to just see life differently. You start to wake up. They trigger you. They help you make decisions to better yourself, because it's like, it's time. It's like, hey, we've met. It's time to do our mission. Let's get together. And I've been going through that for the last 3 years. Every person that I met that I thought was my twin, I felt like they triggered me and they made me better in some way, but they also made me see my worth and that they were not my person because they were not my caliber, and I needed to see that. So it's like this, it's beautiful. This is beautiful growth to see, like, okay, God keeps bringing us people to help us grow. So we don't get too tied to, oh, this is my person, I got to be with them for the rest of my life. I've learned to just let go. If somebody's meant to come in my life for a short period of time and show me love and teach me and help me, then I welcome them. And I'm not going to grip onto them if they leave, because then I know that's God in the universe saying, nope, Michelle, we got something better for you. Keep hanging on. So I just see people coming in and going, and I'm ready for somebody to eventually stay. But I know in my body that I will feel it when it's right. And you will too. So if you think that you're in a twin flame connection, if you think you're in a connection with a narcissist and they seemed like your twin flame, please message me, email me. My email's in the description box. You can DM me on Instagram. It's Michelle.Thornton11, and Thornton with an N in the middle, Thornton. But please book a session with me, because it is not easy to traverse this type of path, because we can get blinded by, the lust or the idea of a perfect partner. And we end up with a narcissist who just wants to manipulate us and control us. And they love bomb us in the beginning and they give us everything we need. And then they all of a sudden just stop doing it. And it's like, oh, thanks. Thanks for showing me that you're a narcissist. Peace out. So be mindful of that too. So book a reading if you're needing to discern between the two. But let's see what the twin flame energy is now that we're doing this type of reading. And I'll just be open to whatever comes through. And my nose is running right now. So that's usually a sign that my guides are trying to tell me something. All right, we have the Two of Wands. A choice must be made. Look at this, you guys. Talk about twin flames. One soul, two bodies, literally one body, two heads. Thank you, universe. This is total confirmation of what I was just saying. So twin flames are in a situation where they have big decisions to make, whether it's to leave a job, to leave a relationship. They have two paths to go, and they have to choose what's best, and they have to follow their heart, that resonance. This feels right, and this doesn't feel right. This is not love, and this is love. The Two of Wands is that. Are you going to take the leap into the unknown and want better for yourself and love yourself? Or are you going to finish out this lifetime, staying quiet and staying small and not completing your mission? And essentially you're going to abandon your own soul, which is going to leave you in illness for the rest of your life. And I don't want to say that like that's definitely going to happen, but the spiritual teachers and I think I've witnessed some people in my life who didn't choose themselves, and they're no longer here. They passed away at an old age, and it broke my heart to see that they weren't fully in their truth during this lifetime. And I refuse to do that. I am going to be in my truth. I am going to stay single until I meet that person that really lights me up and is here for me. I always say I'm only going to marry somebody if they're down for me. if they will protect me, if they will show up for me, if they will hold space for me. And you need to demand the same thing. Know your caliber. Don't fear being alone. And maybe a little piece of me stays alone because I'm scared of the truest love, and I'm scared to get hurt, and I'm scared to lose it. But I'm also really brave, and I'm courageous, and I'm willing to take risks. So I also feel like I'm not hiding, but we'll see. We'll see when it arrives. Okay, and then we have the 5 of coins. Interesting. I'm going to read this one. I feel like this is like gripping onto your money. Coins, obviously, pentacles in the tarot are the same thing. So all the money is inside that house and she's outside of it. So it's almost like she feels like she doesn't have any money. Let me see how they interpret it. Okay. The little print is really small. It says the 5 of coins represents financial hardship and feeling left in the cold. The little match girl needs help, but no one is willing to help her. She struggles alone despite her proximity to a force that could potentially help her. Sorry, my neighbors are a little loud. It talks about adversity with money, unemployment, isolation. So I'm seeing this as whoever has a decision to make, they're feeling like they're going to be maybe unemployed for a little while, and they have to take a leap of faith to be unemployed, to kind of figure out what their mission is. So they might be making a choice around their work. That's what this means. So making a choice around their career and building a new career for themselves. Let's keep going. All right, let's ask the universe, what message do the divine masculines need to hear? Oh, whoa. We got Wheel of Fortune, you guys. This is such a good card. I'm going to read it to you. That means the wheel has turned. Times are shifting. Times are changing. The Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. These acts may seem random, but all fates are part of an interconnected web of repercussions. In the upright, it means fortune, an unexpected windfall of money, karma, destiny, cycles. So this is really beautiful. This is what this is saying. You ready? Get hype. So you need to make a decision, right? The divine masculines are making a decision about their life, whether it's a partnership, whether it's work. They might be in a lull where they're not employed, right? Or maybe they don't have a ton of money. That's okay. We all know the universe provides. It's totally cool. But because they make this decision, they're going to come into a windfall of money. So if you guys didn't know this, the universe applauds us when we take leaps of faith and when we choose us. So when we step out into the unknown and we say, universe, I'm trusting you, I'm going to leave something that does not fill my soul up. When the universe sees you making that decision, even if it's an email or a text message that you're confirming, I'm going to do this. Like the minute I resigned from teaching, literally the next day I had opportunities and money showing up at my door. And it's textbook. The universe applauds you when you choose you. If you choose to stay in a situation that's not for you, you're going to stay in this energy. You're not going to feel the windfall of money. You're not going to have your breakthroughs because you're not living in alignment with who you are and your truth. So when you're not living in your truth, it's impossible for you to receive this. And if you do receive random money, it doesn't stay with you. You lose it. So a sign that you're out of alignment and you're not living in your truth is when things come and quickly go. So it's like the universe is trying to wake you up to see, hey, there's a reason why you're not holding on to your money. There's a reason why you can't keep a job. It's because you're not in alignment. But when you choose yourself and you wake up each day and you say, my body feels good here, my body doesn't feel good here, and you keep making those small decisions to feel good, that's when all the alignment, the wheel clicks into place And it's like the universe is like, they finally figured it out. Yes, now we can bring them all that they desire. We'll bring them the person, we'll bring them the funds, we'll bring them the opportunity, the space, the car, whatever it is. But you have to choose you to be in alignment. And that's the twin flame journey, because the twin flame journey is loving yourself, right? If you're meant to be in that sacred union, that partnership that is like a full fuck yes, you are fully loving yourself. You're seeing how awesome you are. You're seeing your growth over the years and you're celebrating yourself. When you do that, you're like a magnet, and then you're pulled to your partner because they're also in that same energy. And the universe has no choice but to bring you two together in the most magical way. And when the universe does that, it's like ding, ding, ding. It's time to be together. It's time to go do your mission. And there's a lot of changes that have to happen in order for that to occur. So it all starts off with a decision. All right, let's see what the divine feminines need to hear. Thank you, universe. You guys, we got the Lovers card. Are you fucking kidding me? So this is like Beauty and the Beast. If you guys didn't know, there's tons of movies based on the twin flame journey. The movie Serendipity, which is one of my favorites ever. Beauty and the Beast is based on a twin flame journey. It's their twin flames. They're magnetically drawn to each other and they don't care about what each other looks like. She's in love with a beast, but he's not a beast. She's in love with his soul, because we know deep down the beast, there's a man inside that beast, right? And she tames him in the movie. She teaches him. She shows him about the spiritual journey and how to love and how to be patient and how to be kind. That's the twin flame journey. The divine feminine shows up in the masculine's life and she teaches him. He follows suit. He's like, why am I listening to her? Why do I want to be better for her? And that's the lover's energy. And then they become into harmony together. So the divine feminines, you are here, your mission, part of your mission is to shine a light, to magnetically pull in your divine masculine. And when you pull him in, you awaken him. You awaken this beautiful animal inside of him that he didn't even know that he had. Or maybe he knew it was like laying dormant inside of him, but you awaken it. And the 9 of coins, holy cow, this is a really good card. I'm going to read this one. I feel called to read this one. So coins, again, remember, it's about abundance. So get excited. I just had this energy that somebody's watching this and they're like, I wonder who my twin is. I wonder who my twin is. Get excited, because 2022 is number 6, 2, 4, 6, all the 2s add up to 6. And 6 is the Lover's card. If you look at the top, there's a Roman numeral 6. This all has to do with like universal energy. The universe is pulling all of these twins together and it's making them meet. So if you've just met somebody who's knocked your socks off and you're like, oh my gosh, and they feel it too. Remember, it could be a catalyst. It could be somebody helping you grow, and that person might not feel it too. But if you've just met somebody and it's mutual, that's most likely your twin, if you're feeling that resonance. Okay, 9 of coins. The 9 of coins represents success. Hard work and patience have resulted in a successful harvest. And now even the emperor enjoys watermelons. That's what you can see on there. He's enjoying his watermelon. The road was long and hard, but the rewards well worth the effort. And it talks about independence, prosperity, freedom, maturity, self-discipline. So this is finally somebody coming into their strength. They're finding their independence. They're finding their emotional maturity. They're feeling prosperous. Even if they don't have physical money in front of them, they feel rich because they feel like they get life. They feel like they understand how to be a good human. They understand that the universe loves them and it's constantly bringing them watermelons, whether it's in the form of food or gifts or love. They're seeing this potential of, I'm being taken care of by a higher power. And this only happens when they begin their spiritual journey. And a lot of times your twin flame ignites this. So your twin will walk into your life and it will spiritually awaken you. A lot of times twin flames too are when you meet when you're younger. and you get pulled back together, which is really cool. Or you've had like one small encounter in your teens or in your 20s, and then you separate, and then you come back together. But during the separation, you're doing your healing. And then other twins sometimes just meet later in life, you know, in their late 30s, their 40s, and they've already done their healing. They've already gone through all of these tough experiences. They've had mental health issues. They've dealt with their egos. They've had to learn how to find compassion. And I went through my loss, and other people go through cancer journeys. So we all have these healing journeys. Also, I'm being guided to share this with the twin flames, that it's not easy. It's a soulmate connection is easy. The person shows up and they're both single and you're like, oh, this is easy. We can just be together. A twin flame connection is usually really difficult. It's usually one twin lives like in California and you live in New Jersey, and somebody has to move to go see each other. It's usually maybe same sex. And if same sex is not approved by your family, that is a barrier that you have to overcome. Sometimes it's race. You know, say you grew up in a family where different races weren't accepted and your twin happens to be that race that's not accepted. That's a barrier. So the universe brings these barriers for twins to overcome, because they have to say no to society and choose themselves. Another one is people that are already married. A lot of times both twin flames are married, and that's really hard because they both have to take that leap and choose themselves and, you know, do what society tells us not to do. They have to leave that family, when in reality, they're actually helping out their kids because they're teaching them how to choose themselves, which is the ultimate lesson in life. It's not about staying in something that's uncomfortable and not healthy just to keep the peace. We don't do that. Twin flames, we are kick-ass souls. We're lions. We do not stay in anything that's not lighting our soul up. So the barriers sometimes happen. It's like difficult sometimes in the beginning. And I have a couple friends who, you know, they got together while, you know, their partner was married, and they met, and it was like, oh, how are we going to do this? Oh my gosh. But now they're, you know, 15 years later, they're still together, and, you know, they're still like literally twin flames. You end up like, you just want to like breathe each other in. You're just so you're so magnetically drawn to one another that the honeymoon phase never goes away, because it's literally your other soul. Like it's you just love yourself so much that you never get like sick of this person's energy, because it's your energy. So it's just really easy to be around. But if that person is not loving themselves and they're doing things that aren't in alignment with them, then there's going to be a discord. Then there's going to be some sort of scuffle. Not scuffle, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. I have no idea how long I've been going, but we're going to go with the sexual magic tarot. Do some sexy talk. All right, so we have, let me recap real fast. Twin flames are needing to make a choice to be in union with each other. It might be hard because they might have to leave jobs. They might have to move across the country. They might have to tell their families, but they're going to choose the love. They're going to be, and the divine feminine is going to be there to hold her beast. She's going to nurture them through this process. And when he makes that choice, he or she, he's going to be so happy. He's going to be enjoying watermelon for the rest of his life. Watermelon sugar. And the wheel of fortune is that bliss. It's like you've traveled the hard road. You've lived your whole life not feeling lit up. And now look at this card. This person is lit up. And again, oh my God, I just realized this. Do you guys see 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs? Again, with the twin flame energy. Twins. This is twin flame energy. Holy shit. I have chills all over my body right now. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming this. You will have your cake and eat it too. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is saying. You're going to have everything. Also, when twins come together, it's like the floodgates open. The universe just rolls out a red carpet and you get the money, you get the opportunity, you get the card, everything starts coming. But before that happens, guess what happens? You lose everything. It's like it's like God takes everything away from you to let you know that you can be fine with nothing. And then it's right before he blesses you with everything you've ever wanted in your whole life. But you don't get this. You're not going to get that unless you make the decision. All right. Sexual Magic Tarot. What does the divine masculine want to say to his divine feminine? Oh, fuck yeah. Ace of Pentacles. He's like, I will be your protector. Ace of Pentacles is all about a new beginning in love. And Pentacles is all about money too. So it's like he has everything he's ever wanted. He's got his girl on his lap. He's got his hand right on her butt, on her thighs. He's protecting her. She's like in his chest. There's a little medallion at the bottom with a heart on it. There's candles lit. It's like the ultimate relationship. It's the ultimate package. He's got his money. He's got his girl. He's got his happiness. He's got his joy. That's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card. Four of Swords. Yikes, this is risque. I have no idea what's going on in this card. Check this out. She's like holding his, you know what? He's like opening up her mouth. It's like I hope this is not like forceful. Good Lord. The Four of Swords is kind of like, I always feel like it's like a despair card. I'm going to read it from a different deck. It's usually about your mind and your thoughts. Interesting. It says a time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow, healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal, self-love. Interesting. So this is like a healing card. It says tend to your wounds. Oh, I wonder if he's tending to her wounds. He's like taking care of her. In your dream state, you will transmute and transform your experiences and emerge renewed, whole, and ready to rise. But first, you must rest. Sweet dreams. I give myself permission to slow down and heal. So maybe they're helping each other heal in this way. Like she's nurturing him by holding on to him. And he's like helping her with her mouth or something, which to me, it looks like he's trying to open her mouth to stick something in it. Not appropriate. All right, I'm going to have to look this up. All right, let's get another one. I mean, I'll look it up later, not right now. I want to keep going. All right, let's get a card for the connection. Yes, we got the Star card. This is your every hope, your every wish, your every dream is meant to become your reality. Pure bliss. They're under the stars, making love, having good conversation. They're enjoying like the five senses, the smell, the taste, the touch, the sounds of nature. You can see he's in a bed of leaves or like greenery. She's pouring water, whatever that is. I just feel like it's her healing balm. She's helping him heal. He just is like, oh, take me. I feel so good right now. All right, last card. Nope, we'll do that again. Last card for the reading. We have 2, 3. Yes. The Queen of Pentacles. Heck yes. This is when you are in your power, ladies. Your divine feminine, you are somewhat the breadwinner. And he is bowing at your feet, like admiring you, thinking that you're so wise, you're so beautiful. He's like, I don't deserve you. You are my queen. And then we have the 5 of Swords. He cannot wait to get you out of those clothes. It's fun. You're dancing, you're playing. And then we have the Sun card, which is Leo energy, fire sign energy. The Sun card just represents your greatest joy. It's like the happy ending. It's fruitful. You can see the fruit underneath her. And the greenery, which represents abundance, the sun, bright and vibrant. You are each other's sun. And remember, this can only happen when you do the inner work to love yourself, when you start choosing yourself, when you start leaving behind things that don't feel good. Just make the call, have the conversation, just say, I need space. I can't do this right now. I just don't feel good, or I need a leave of absence from work. You have to just have the conversation with whoever it is, because this awaits you. And it's not just about love. This reading is not just about, oh, let's just be in partnership and be lovey-dovey. You have a freaking mission to do. You two being together changes our planet. You are here to serve. You are here to inspire others with your energy, with your sunshine. And one twin has been dying to do this with the other one. So it's time to shine your light. If you feel connected to this reading, please, and if you're needing guidance and maybe you've just met your twin or you're not sure if it's your twin, email me and I would love to sit down and pull cards for you and see what the universe says. All right, lovies, crazy cool reading this morning. I'm not even going to read a page from my book. We started off with the 2 keys that literally were so similar, and that led to all those cards that had double sets of arms and legs, and the one was 1 body and 2 heads. This was a complete sign from the universe that this weekend and this week coming up is twin flame energy. So be on the lookout. If you've been recently connected with me, you're about to meet your twin, because people are drawn to me right before they have that breakthrough with that person. And they needed to hear these messages to prepare themselves for the meeting. Get hype. You're about to meet your other whole. All right, lovies, have a good weekend. I might be back on later to do some astrology readings. We'll see what happens today, see where it goes. I have one reading later around 1, but after that I am free. So hopefully you guys will see me again. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Peace out.